Claire Hamilton, the Redbridge Chief Executive, has refused to say within my deadline whether Miss Sandu, the Redbridge Managing Officer, investigated Jas Athwal last year when the BBC story broke about his unlicensed slum flats. The reason for non-disclosure appears to be that the council believes Jas Athwal privacy must be protected. This is a nonsense. At the time of the BBC story, Jas Athwal was a councillor and MP, so bound by the Nolan Code of Conduct. This means, unlike a private individual, he faces an investigation if there is an apparent breach of this code. Since the BBC story broke, 3 MPs, David Lammy, Rachel Reeves and Angela Rayner, and a Southwark Councillor Michael Situ, all appeared in breach of the Nolan Code and were all investigated. The refusal of Miss Hamilton, Miss Sandu, Councillor Wright and Jas Athwal to say whether an investigation took place causes a reasonable suspicion of misconduct in public office, especially as, unlike Rachel Reeves, Jas Athwal and Redbridge Council refused to name the agent used by Jas Athwal. Every other landlord names their agent on the public register, so why should Jas Athwal be any different? This is an important question because if the people at the top of Redbridge Council are prepared to go to criminal lengths, then it begs the question of what is happening in housing, planning and other departments they control. So I'll be researching the costs of a lawyer's advice about whether a private prosecution is feasible. The usual routes to find out what has happened, freedom of information and a complaint to the local government's ombudsman, take too long. The issue needs resolving as soon as possible because I cannot be the only person who cannot trust council officers and Council Rye to run a fair local election in 2026. I'll report back when I have more news.